So, you guys are headed up the mountain trying to find a Pegasus. You guys, it is already close to sunset, so you guys are starting to find a camp. And you notice storm clouds rolling in overhead. And everybody has just agreed to find camp. And that's what you missed.
Well, that's not too bad.
Nope. I was just about to suggest that we have one of you woodsy folk find us somewhere nice.
I don't like any of the spots around here, eh? Why don't we keep on walking for a few hours?
It starts to rain.
Tom just smiles at the rain.
Leandra does too. She likes the rain.
I'm pulling my hood up.
Well, it's not the first time I've been stuck out in the rain.
You know, fish like to swim close to the surface in the rain. Makes them easier to catch.
Do you think you were a fish in another life?
I don't think I've had other lives. I think I'm the first Tom.
I was waiting for him to say, I think I'm the first fish. Tom Fish.
Oh, Tom.
So do you guys want to find camp?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, easy enough. There is a clearing that you guys are able to find. You can set up camp in. I think Tom might be the only one who has a tent.
It's a two-person tent.
So you guys can
boy.
duke it out. Nancy can turn into a rat or a spider or something.
Absolutely.
It's just forest around us, yeah?
Yes. You guys are kind of like in the mountain. So it's like it's mountainous tree area. So not exactly forest. It's not very dense.
Okay.
Tom is going to set up the tent, but actually going to use his tinker tools or maybe his survival skill to craft like a lean-to.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting because you'll need to gather things like. Would you need to gather wood for that? I don't know.
Yeah, you gather wood and sticks and leaves. Build kind of half a house.
Okay. Hi, I'm a millennial. I don't go outside. So.
I'm going to pretend like I didn't have to go to survival school and did not do that for a week straight.
I'm going to pretend I've done that in real life and not just watch videos of it.
It's the same thing, it's just way less comfortable in real life.
So then, you will need to gather some wood, I think, and yeah, you can do that. Make a survival check, and if anybody wants to help, then you can have advantage.
Leandra will help.
Yep.
Hooray.
I'll come and help. look for stuff.
Is there a limit to how many people help?
No, I mean, there's
I
only
only
one.
ask because Talon has a +5, so.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, nice.
Well,
In survival, that's pretty good.
I think Leandra has +7, but either way, bunch of big bonuses.
Yeah, I have none.
Well, Leandra beats Talon.
so, Tom, what'd you get?
I forgot to roll. Hang on.
Okay. Rowan's just picking up twigs. Like, is
Yeah,
this
I know. Hey,
is this
look,
the
this
kind
is
of wood
good.
you
Oh,
need?
wait.
Is this twig the
I
kind
have
of?
a 10.
All right, a 10
Yep.
with advantage.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had advantage. I thought they were going to roll.
Yeah. No, because they're helping you, so you'll have advantage. I was like, if you got a 10 with advantage, wow, you guys just are a sucky party.
There's no wood anywhere.
Yeah. All right, easy enough. You're able to make a lean-to with the help of everybody. It's going to take you guys about an hour to gather all the wood and get it all set up.
Oh, thanks there, everyone. Where are you guys gonna sleep?
Griff's already sitting in the base of whatever the biggest tree he could find.
It wouldn't be the first time I slept out in the elements.
Nope, not me either. It's been a while, but, you know, I'm still used to it, I guess.
Leander will go just climb a tree and get comfy, I guess.
It's like riding a horse, you never forget.
Climbing a tree. That could have been interesting. I don't
What
think
is
I've ever
Yasmin?
tried that one, but why not?
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom is gonna look over at the tent he set up and just sigh.
Sorry, what did you ask, Eric?
I said, what is Yasmin doing during all of this?
I guess she's gonna try to, first of all, look around to see if there's any signs of tracks or anything else here while some people are setting up camp.
Okay.
Just to see if they're alone or not. Would that be a perception check?
That would be, for tracks, it would be survival.
Okay. Nine.
9?
That's not great. Yeah.
You see Tom's footprints.
Okay. I guess otherwise she's going to try to help Griff out. If Griff is doing anything to help with setup or get materials.
Right
No.
now, he's looking for a big tree with thick branches to sit under.
Alright, I guess I'll go to help with that.
And other people are climbing trees and stuff. I can imagine the whole climb a tree and like use rope to like tie yourself into the tree or whatnot so you don't fall out of the tree.
I would just change into something that normally sleeps in trees once I'm out of Tom's sight.
Uh-huh.
Tom's just gonna assume Leandra's using the tent because she's a fancy noblewoman that doesn't survive out in the outdoors.
There's just a lemur up in the tree.
And every once in a while, once I find my sitting spot, or I guess laying spot, I'm just going to cast bonfire like 7 feet away, let it sit there for a minute, warm up, and then let it fizzle out. Just every once in a while.
Okay.
And Atticus is just roving.
Bonfire can be used to make a regular fire because it lights objects on fire. So we could build a fire and then start it.
Yeah,
up with
but I saw how
bonfire.
much work it was for you to gather your sticks for your house, and I just, no.
That's
I had to carry
because
Woodrum all this way.
other people, like Rowan, were helping.
But while he's building his fire, Yasmin can try to make sure, like, it's positioned just to make sure they're not going to light everything else of this forest on fire, potentially.
All right. Griff is no woodsman, but I imagine he does have an 8 in intelligence, but his wisdom's all right, so he probably isn't going to, like, start the bonfire in a really thick bush next to a big, thick tree. Probably not.
So, you guys are all humans and half-elves, I believe, right?
Yasmin's a drow, so she has 120 feet of vision.
Okay, I thought she was half-elf drow.
I think she's full drow, at least that's on my sheet.
Okay.
I do have Atticus roaming around. Just throwing that out there.
Uh-huh.
No more than 100 feet. Not super close, but he is just bouncing around looking at stuff. Like flying from tree to tree.
So, it is getting darker and darker and closer to bedtime. Would you guys like to do anything before sleeping? Or trancing, as it were?
I guess Yasmin will look to Griff and says, "Are you up for a bit of a performance before we go to bed?" She kind of asks with a slight shrug, and she's taking out a case from her pack.
He kind of raises an eyebrow. He says, I think you should. My performances aren't of that nature. But if you need any fake documents, I could help you out with that.
Well, that's always good to know. She kind of offers a soft smile and starts to tune a violin. Kind of black and sleek. Looking a bit old, but pretty good quality. Kind of white lined strings and a bit of gold lining in places. And she's gonna start to play, so I'm gonna roll performance.
Cool.
17.
Nice. How many uses of Bardic Inspiration did you have left for this day?
I believe I only used 2 earlier, so I have 2 more.
Okay. Sorry, mind is spinning with mechanics ideas.
So I think that she's gonna play almost kind of... It's kind of a soft, a bit of a lullaby, but it's more warm in the sense of a... what's the word? It's kind of like the warm tavern song, but it's a bit more kind of high class with higher highs, and the lows are a bit fast. And it's overall slow pace, and around her there's kind of illusions of almost dancers in like a strange shadowy outline, black figures almost kind of dancing together around almost using the trees to change positions as if they're almost doing a stage play of sorts. Just gonna close her eyes and let herself get lost in the performance a bit. Hum a bit softly to it.
Would
And Griff's just gonna
everybody
kick back and watch.
would
Sorry, go
everybody
ahead.
roll me a flat just d20?
Roll a d20.
19 for me.
Myself included.
Not Yasmin.
Okay.
I got 10.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay.
I got 18.
Nice. And Tom?
Nice big 4.
Okay.
Oh no.
Poor Tom.
Poor Tom. I know, right?
Tom is uncultured and doesn't understand good music. But the rest of you, I'm going to try this new mechanic that I just decided to add in here.
Oh, cool.
So all of you who rolled 10 or up now have a d6 that you can add to a roll as if it was Bardic Inspiration. So essentially, you guys have
sweet.
you've gotten inspiration from Yasmin's playing at the end of this day.
Sweet.
That will last
Nice.
for the
Nice.
for the next day.
Nice.
Everybody
Cool.
but Tom. Sorry, Tom.
Tom's like cleaning out his ears and like, looking weird at Yasmin, like, what's that noise? It's weird.
A minor detail too, that I think that when she's playing, she's kind of, her armor kind of changes look to be almost kind of like a bit of a scarlet nice dress. It kind of matches the color of her mask, has a bit of flow to it, but it's not too flowy because they're outside.
Yes, Yasmin has illusion-y armor. Mostly
Cool.
mostly just used for clothing stuff. Okay, so nearing bedtime now. Is anybody going to stay up for a watch or anything like that?
I think
Talon will stay up for a while.
Leander doesn't mind.
Griff will get up early and do the last watch.
All right, so we're going to do 3 watches.
Tom will do the middle one.
Everybody's volunteering.
I know, right? I'll get up with the Griff for last watch.
Okay,
Yeah, 2 hours apiece. Should be.
so is anybody going to do the first watch with Talon?
Oh yeah. You know what? I'll stay up with him and do that one. I will switch since I think everyone else seems to be paired, so that works.
Okay. So into your first watch of sleep, Talon or Rowan, whoever wants to make the roll with advantage with rolling a perception roll.
Let me just check that. Hold on.
I don't mind rolling, which doesn't matter to me.
Oops. Yeah, the dice thing is being a pain. I
Okay.
get a +6.
Yours is higher than mine. I have +5.
Go ahead and roll that then, Jess.
Oh, you have advantage, right?
Yep, 17, and let me roll the second one. I had to roll this one twice. I apparently screwed up somewhere. Hold on.
There is a command to do it with advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Alright, I didn't know that.
I'll DM it to you in a second.
Well, I already rolled the first one, so I will have to ask for that in the
Okay.
future.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'll take the 17.
Okay.
My second roll was a 10.
Okay. Looking around, you don't notice much of anything going on. You don't spot anything suspicious or out of the ordinary, and your watch goes off without a hitch. So watch number 2, who was Nancy and Tom, I believe. Sorry, Leandra and Tom.
I think so, yeah.
So how long is each watch in terms of time, just to clarify?
So we're doing 8-hour rest divided by 3, so 2.5-ish, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Are the
math.
humans going to suffer anything? Because I think half elves don't need to sleep as long.
No, full elves sleep trance 4 hours. Most other races only need to sleep 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. So even the half elves need 8 hours, but I'm gonna let you guys get away with 6-ish
Okay.
because I'm not that pedantic. So, Nancy, Tom, your watch. I think Nancy has the higher perception.
No, only my passive perception is really good.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Is it better than -1?
Yes. Yes, I promise. Yes. Will you
So-
at least help?
Tom, can Tom help if he doesn't know Leandra is watching? Because you're still a lemur, right?
Yes.
So, not really. Tom's spending time looking down at his shoes.
He's helping, or he's watching, but not very well, and he's not like complimenting Leandra's watch. Like he's looking in the same places that she would be, and then not being very helpful.
Well, apparently the lemur is. Well, I got a 12, so
Okay.
who knows?
So, it's coming to the end of your watch. And thus far, you haven't noticed anything. Suddenly, you hear everything around you go silent. Except for the music and the rain. Um,
Uh-oh.
and a few
Can
minutes
she
later,
sense anything?
you can hear something. It sounds like something rushing. And you can hear something approaching. It doesn't sound like footsteps in any way. It just sounds like a rushing sound.
All right, she will clamber down the tree, and when she gets to the ground, she'll switch back to Leandra.
Okay. Tom, at this point, you're starting to hear the rushing sound too.
And she'll go looking for her partner on watch.
Tom's looking towards the rushing sound.
She'll say, something's coming.
Look, I'm alert! Oh, hi, Leander. When did you wake up?
I've been awake. I was up in a tree. Never mind.
It's just this moment you feel the first burst of wind coming your way.
Ah.
The moon is high in the sky and it is full. And the wind intensifies.
Tom is going to prestidigitate his lantern and start scanning the forest. Is the rushing sound coming from a direction?
The rushing is the wind going through all of the trees. And it is an intense wind that does not seem to be letting up. And in fact, it's getting stronger. By now, the rest of you are starting to feel bits of dirt and pebbles hitting your skin and are starting to wake up.
Now Yasmin's gonna try to get up. Make sure she has her things ready to go.
Griff just rolls, puts his back to the wind, and like pulls his cloak all the way around him, and just kind of mumbles something about sleeping outside.
I think when she sees that, she's gonna lay back a bit. She's gonna, if she hears the sound of hostility or battle start, she'll try to have an Eldritch Blast ready, and she'll try to trance otherwise, like half awake-ish. But I think I'm trying to remember the surprise rolls for trancing. I think still trancing.
What you actually hear now is the sound of branches breaking as the wind is getting very, very strong.
Is Tom's hut still there?
Yeah, it is blowing over for sure. That would have blown over by now. It's just a little lean-to, so.
Can I make an Arcana check to try to find out like if there's anything magical about this?
Sure.
I'm gonna call Atticus back down out of the trees too.
Okay, he is struggling to get to you.
Yeah. I'll just
18?
pop him.
Yes, 18.
Sorry, Griff.
I'm just gonna poof him out of existence and have him reappear like tucked in my cloak.
Okay. I
That's
need
super sweet.
everybody to make a Constitution save as the wind is becoming so intense that you are struggling to breathe.
Oh,
You know how it feels when the wind is blowing so hard that you can't breathe.
21.
Nice.
15.
Nice.
23.
Cool.
Tom's also gonna
11.
equip his climber's kit.
Griff, you are still laying down, so you're actually mostly fine.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
How about me? Am I
Yaz
up?
is still
Am I
laying
up?
down because she was
Okay.
having the blast ready, but she was still laying down.
Jess, you said you had a 15, right?
Huh? I haven't rolled yet. I was asking
Okay.
if I need to roll.
Nancy has a 15. That was who that was.
Gotcha. I think you guys are going to be fine because
Okey-doke.
since you're still down, the whole thing is to roll to see if you end up prone. Everybody who's standing, you stay standing. Yasmin, the entire area around you feels magical right now. It's just like it's lighting up.
And can I tell
Right.
like a source? Or is that just like a sudden...
You cannot. It feels like you are right in the middle of it. As this
And to get away...
as this continues, I need everybody to make a dex save. I promise I'm not trying to kill you.
Yikes.
It's just the wind is
11?
getting stronger and stronger. All right, I heard 11. I heard 20, I believe.
6, but I'm using my clamorous kit. Can I anchor myself with that?
Yeah, you can. That's not going to help you with this situation, though.
Okay.
16.
16 for me
Okay.
too.
13 for Griff.
Okay. So, I think Rowan and Tom, you guys both got below a 13.
Yeah, I got 10.
Yes.
And what did Yasmin get?
11.
All right. You all are going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the wood from the trees around you is swirling in all directions and sending projectiles in your way.
Ow.
Ow.
Oof.
So I need one more Constitution save from all of you. The wind is at its maximum strength,
Roll a d20.
and
Nah.
even those
Yep.
on the ground are not going to be safe from this one.
I was just
15
fixing
for
my
that.
HP.
15 for Tom.
Okay.
16.
17.
Cool. What did Griff get?
15.
Okay. What about Leandra?
13.
Okay, so brain got jumbled, sorry. Who got above a 16? 16 or above?
Me.
I did.
Okay. The rest of you,
Yeah, I got a 10. We are talking about con, right?
yes.
Yep, I got a 10.
The rest of you are being blown over
Ah!
and are starting to slide away.
Yikes!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no!
Like, grab onto something,
Grab onto the nearest
tree or person or something.
tree,
Tom
anything.
is gonna anchor himself with the climber's kit and then try and grab somebody else.
Okay. Tom was right next to Leandra, so you might be able to grab her if you can make a good dex save. And Leandra, I imagine, would be reaching out, but...
I'm definitely reaching out and cooperating, so.
Mhm.
9.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Is Griff starting to slide? Because I think he's the closest one to me.
Yep.
Okay, then I'll try to make a grab.
Who's
Take
Talon
a-
closest to?
Rowan, I believe.
Alright,
I'm
let's
gonna-
see what the dice do.
So do I need to roll?
A dex save.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Yeah, oh
12.
no.
Can Griff add their bardic inspiration to it or no?
Yes, they can, if you guys would like to.
Oh. What'd you say that was, a
Poof
D4?
Atticus.
D6.
I'm poofing Atticus out of here. He's going to go hang out in his pocket dimension for a while.
Okay. So, Yasmin, Tom, and Talon, you guys, if you wish, if you didn't roll high enough, you could roll a d6 to add to it.
I rolled the D6, 17.
That's
Yep.
better.
7. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Sorry, what's the D6 added to?
For the dex save to save Leandra. So sit d6 to your 9 if you wish to roll it.
What's that from?
Oh, you didn't have that. Never mind. You didn't get it.
Okay, yeah.
Poor
So I can't roll.
Leandra.
So,
Bye.
Rowan,
Bye!
Rowan is grabbed. Griff is grabbed. Leandra, you are sliding directly past Griff and Yasmin right now.
Can we try to grab her?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
She will reach out to you. Save me!
Roll a d20. That's a 22.
Yeah,
21.
you grab her.
Yay!
The
got
wind
this chain of people
continues. The wind continues to be very intense, but you're noticing that all of the wood that was blowing around in the air is starting to collect in the middle of the clearing where you guys were. Just over the spot where Griff kept lighting his bonfire over and over again.
I didn't do it. What do you mean?
There's it looks as if the foundation of something is being set.
Oh, can I make an Arcana?
Just out of curiosity, have we had a short rest?
You guys will have gotten the effects of a long rest from that.
Yay!
You guys got 2.
17.
Eric is awesome.
17. You notice
Roll
that
D20.
the magic is really emanating from this structure that is appearing in front of you.
And what kind of magic was it, like hostile or what? Can I
It's
anything of that?
you aren't able to gather the like whether it's hostile or not. It appears to be building. I mean, what you see in front of you is a square, very large square that is building itself up. And after
And is the wind affecting inside of that square or not really?
it is not.
I'm stepping away. I apologize. Work is calling.
Okay.
Then I guess Yasmin's gonna be. She's gonna try to yell to Griff and point to the square. See if he can get in there. She's gonna try to see if she can use the trees for cover as the wind is blowing to try to get closer to where that is.
All right. If you want to run toward it, you are going to need a hell of a strength save as you are trying to fight this intense.
Could I try to do acrobatics, like using the trees to basically try to gymnastics around?
If you wouldn't be able to keep yourself grounded at that point.
Okay, so it's either strength check or
hang
don't
out.
go to it.
Yep. Right now you are anchored right next to a tree.
And I guess she'll stay anchored, but she's going to prepare to, because she needs to make an acrobatic maneuver.
Okay. A few minutes later, you guys notice what is being built in front of you. As you see the frame start to take shape, you see a door, and you see a couple of windows. And at the very top, you see the tip of a roof, and you see written out in almost childlike writing above the door. It says, "The Neon Moon Inn." And the wind dies down, and you guys are settled. As in front of you, the Neon Moon Inn sits. And it does sound as if there is commotion happening inside.
Can I make a history check if has she recalled that name, or is that a name of legend?
Go for it.
Alright.
Can Tom make one as well?
Sure.
18.
Nice. Let's see what Tom gets.
I think she's going to try to help Griff up.
17.
Okay. So, the source of your knowledge between the two of you is very different. Yasmin, you've heard of the Neon Moon Inn, but primarily you've heard of it as a child's story. It appears on nights of the full moon, and appears seemingly out of nowhere. You know it to be a place of comfort for travelers. And Tom, you know a very similar thing, but also you've heard, you've read ancient tomes that are a little bit more vague about the Neon Moon Inn. The ancient tomes say that it actually existed. But beyond that, you have not much information.
Ready, she's gonna help Griff up and point to the and say, "Let's go."
Or like pull some sticks out of my hair and help Leander up. And
Yeah, she'll help with
Like, is
prestidigitation.
is this a real thing, or is this like some kind of trap? We're gonna go in there and not come out.
Well, from the stories, it seems to be a place of comfort that's apparently come out of nowhere on full moon nights. It's a child's story, but most stories have a kernel of truth to them, at least.
He'll glance at everybody else. You all want to go in there? You go see what this store is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Yes.
have to.
Yeah. I mean, why else would it be showing up out of nowhere?
Tom will make his way to the door.
Just be kind of wary, because, yeah, a strange building showing up out of nowhere isn't exactly the normal thing, so...
Right.
Oh, I've read everything about this place. It's just really cool. And don't remember teleporting in any of the books I've read, but
Please, for once, Tom, don't be wrong.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm dragging
Yes,
Leander
yes,
with me
yeah.
too. I'm not gonna let her stay out here. I'll be the only one that survives.
As a normal walk as well.
Man, I'm interested to see what Leandra would be saying right now.
I know, darn it.
Okay, so you guys are headed in?
Yep.
this is nice music.
So as you guys step in, you see a bartender standing at the bar inside. And not much else. The inn is fairly empty. There are a couple of people sitting at tables. Kind of ordinary. Nothing strange. No one looks ominous or shady or anything like that.
Tom will whisper to Rowan. I think it's bigger on the inside, eh?
Could be, possibly?
There's naturally a gnome playing the piano over in the corner.
Is it Gabby?
It's not Gobi.
Aww.
Does it know Gobi?
Who knows?
Why don't you ask it?
Go
I
ask
think
him.
Yasmin's gonna go up to the bar, take a seat, and offer some headbands. Hello there, sir. Nice of you to drop in.
Hello there. Welcome to the Neon Moon Inn. How may I serve you today?
She kind of blinks at that. I suppose some wine would be nice if you have. And I ask how long you'll be in this location for? Kind of blinking as she looks around to see, like, outside the window for a moment.
He looks down for a minute and looks back up. Oh, will that be alcoholic or non-alcoholic wine? We do have both.
Alcoholic, I suppose. She kind of says with a shrug.
Yes, ma'am.
And may I ask for your name?
Let me scramble for a name real quick.
All good.
Leroy.
Oh, jeez.
That guy does sound like a Leroy.
He sounds like one of those people from Minnesota. It's awesome.
Fine, we'll go with it. You can call me Leroy.
Perfect.
Pleasure to meet you. And then she's gonna look over to Griff and kind of pat the seat next to her and ask, "You want anything?"
He's looking around like super confused, and he'll walk over and sit down. Yeah. Why not? Might as well enjoy it, yeah?
Okay, what can I get for you?
I heard you say wine, right?
Yes,
She
I
nods.
have alcoholic and non-alcoholic wine here.
Let's do the alcoholic then.
And I think Yasmin's she's gonna look on if there's a wine rack over, and she's gonna look for like what seems like a decent or good quality red wine. Has a bit of sweetness to it.
As you look at the wine rack, you do notice every bottle looks very fancy, very ornate. They are all the same wine, though, and it is a red wine.
Cool.
He walks over and he grabs a bottle off of the top shelf. And he walks over and pours 2 glasses of it. Here you go. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. I'm just gonna look to toast with a Griff. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Not every day we get an opportunity like this.
Excuse me, Mr. Bartender Lendard, mister?
Yes, sir. How may I help you?
Can I get a glass of non-alcoholic wine? And do you have like a really fine dwarven ale?
I do not have any dwarven ale. I am very sorry, sir. We don't get around too much.
Imagining...
I have a standard ale, if that would be okay. But it does not come from the dwarves, and it is not distilled using the recipe from the dwarves.
What would you recommend for a dwarf?
For a dwarf? Well, dwarves are very surly, and they tend to like very much alcohol. So, I suppose that I would put some wine inside of the ale and let them have it.
Okay, I'll get that too.
Okay, I will do that for you.
Talon walks over to the bar. I'll have the same thing.
What do you call that drink?
The DM is struggling for a drink name.
I was thinking I know a guy who really wanted to start a tavern, and thinking maybe we'd put that in there.
You call it dwarf piss. That's what you call it.
There she is.
That would be a Budrum answer.
Okay, I will call it dwarf piss. 2 dwarf piss coming up.
I will take one of those as well, bartender.
Okay, will do. And he's gonna walk over and start making the drinks.
You call
How does
it,
the wine
although
taste?
it might be dwarf piss, some dwarves might say that they have more alcohol in their piss than is in this drink. I'm not sure.
That is very true. Oh, they're very funny. So he will walk over with the non-alcoholic wine for Tom as well as dwarf piss, and then a round of dwarf piss for the other 2.
Do you have anything hot like cider or tea or anything like that?
I could warm up some wine for you.
Or some dwarf piss.
Yeah.
You want a warm dwarf piss.
And Leander will raise her glass to Tom and Talon and say, to Budrum.
To Budrum.
Yep. Cheers.
Tom will toast with both glasses and
Aw.
subtly try and pour the dwarf piss out.
I think Talon looks at Tom. You know Budrum will be mad to see you do that.
Yeah, that's a waste.
The bartender spots you. Whoop, 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 whoop. He starts walking around the bar with a mop. I gotta clean this up before there's a big mess and trouble. Oh no.
I think Yasmin's eyebrows go up as she goes to sip her wine after toasting with Griff, and she kind of blinks. strange.
What kind of race is the bartender?
He is a human. Sorry, he's a furbolg.
Yes!
My bad.
What exactly is that?
I think I know where you got him from, too.
They are an official race in one of the
Yes.
expansions.
Yeah,
They are.
I can't remember. Are they like kind of they're bigger?
Yeah,
they're
they're
like
very
supposed to be
large creatures.
like
and very
super
hairy.
friendly and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of have cow features, like the head is supposed to be shaped like a cow. Maybe I should let Eric describe that.
Interesting. I have no idea what a furbolg looks like because I imagine a very large, hairy monster, but very friendly features. And
I'm thinking of like a Sesame Street creature when you said very large
I know.
friendly monster.
Seriously, I imagine Grimace from the McDonald's stuff.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
But yeah. So imagine for this guy a big purple hairy guy.
Grimace never got enough love.
Mm-hmm.
Tom will be drinking his non-alcoholic wine. Is it just grape juice?
Essentially. An elven woman walks out from a door behind the bar. Oh, we have company. Hello.
Yasmin turns to her. Hello. She kind of bows her head.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Neon Moon Inn. Will you be staying with us tonight?
Eric, just because I'm catching up, did the Neon Moon Inn just appear? Is
It
that
appeared out of all of the wood that was blowing around in the woods.
right? Okay. I think we should stay here tonight.
Agreed.
It'd be better than staying out in all that rain, anyway.
Yeah, why not?
I like the rain.
Well, then you
I
can
like
stay out
the
in the
rain
rain,
too,
Fishy.
but if there's a better opportunity than to not stay out in the rain, I think I'm taking it. That's just me, though.
Fishy, no, you can stay out in the rain then.
I might stay inside just to keep an eye on you guys.
Do you want any food?
Something hot. Stew? Soup?
Sure.
Porridge?
We don't have much meat. I have some bear meat and I have some elk.
On principle, I'll take the elk.
I was just going to ask, would Leandra eat bear?
Leandra becomes a vegetarian as the campaign goes on.
Yes, exactly. I can't eat them.
I
Aww.
suppose we'll try some of the elk, thank you. And, ask your name, miss? She kind of blinks.
I am Alina. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Yasmin, she kind of bows. Oh, she has a seat.
So, a round of elk for everybody?
Yes, please.
Sure.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
And she disappears into the room behind the bar. The Furbolg man will appear back around the bar after cleaning up the spilled dwarf piss. And he will spot Tom's empty glass. Oh! More dwarf piss for you. Coming right up.
Oh no, thanks. I'll just stick with the wine.
I guess Yasmin's gonna start to have some of her wine and to Griff and say, well, now that we have time, anything on your mind? She kind of rests an elbow on the bar stool, on the bar top.
Well, to be totally honest with you, I'm actually mostly thinking about this place. I don't know. I've never seen a building just blow up out of nowhere before, and that Furbolg, which, by the way, I was just reading about them. They're like super druidy in nature, love balance and all that junk, and they're like 7 to 8 feet tall. So they're pretty huge. And definitely, Griff has never seen one of them before.
Have any of us seen them before?
Only Leandra.
Look, I'm just kind of curious where this place. Like, what's the story? What's this place?
Indeed, and what the people are like, of course. You know, I'm curious, given their selection of things, who runs it above, who's in management, if there is even management. Just gonna kind of inspect the food bowl curiously a bit.
He continues to shine glasses behind the bar.
She'll walk over to the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, where will we end up tomorrow morning?
I couldn't tell ya.
No?
Nope.
So you just randomly jump from place to place?
I don't do anything.
So how does this all happen?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
When was the last time you went outside?
You know, it's been some time.
Millennial.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Where do you live? What's like your city, town? Where are you from?
Well, it's a bit of a long story, but ultimately, I used to live in the forest with my family. And then one day I found this inn and... Hi, how's it going? I'm starting to turn into Banjo.
I was thinking that.
That's absolutely fine.
God, I'm terrible with voices.
Nothing wrong with the banjo. Can I go peek out a window and see if we're still where we were?
Sure. As you look outside, you do see the exact place where you were, just sitting outside.
Okay.
The elven woman walks out with your food. Dinner's up.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you very much.
I hope you all enjoy. She places
Thank you.
Leandra's plate down last, and she bows and walks back into the back room. Excuse me a minute, I've got to go get another bottle of wine.
Take your time.
And he walks into the back room as well.
Could I insight him here?
Yeah, as Griff points to the rack of wine bottles right behind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna insight if he's hiding anything or if it's just ignorance. Sounds like
Go for it.
ignorance.
Talon, you should try the elk first to make sure there's nothing weird about
12.
He seems pretty genuine.
She nods and she kind of just they seem like nice folk. She's gonna try to cut some of the elk for them both. And she'll have a taste of it after looking it over.
Okay.
it.
The
Griff's
elk
just watching.
tastes incredible. It's just perfect.
Her immediate thought is like, oh, this is great. She kind of thinks like, was magic used to make this taste this perfect? You know, inconsistent cooking is.
I mean, looking at the plate itself, it just looks like it was cooked perfectly.
Tom's already halfway through his elk.
Leandra's
Oh,
devouring her
incredible.
food. She's not worried about it, clearly.
You should give it a try. She kind of offers him cuts some and offers him some.
Well, I mean, now that everybody's digging in, he's gonna feel a little less suspicious.
She nods.
And he's gonna bring Atticus back, just poof into his lap He's gonna start sharing with him too.
He's gonna give a slight wave to Atticus.
His head's just like poking up over the edge of the table, just looking around.
Talon's
Adorable.
eating the elk and kind of looks around at everybody. I sure hope somebody's feeding Fruffles.
Where is
And
Fruffles? Back at
and
the house?
Mansion.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's still at the house.
Yep. Oh, poor kitty. I'm sure they're taking care of him.
Leandra, your passive investigation, please.
Hey, who's got that head in the ball? Maybe she knows something about this. I mean,
hold
I only wonder because, what if we end up 500 miles from where we're supposed to be on?
She nods.
16, I think. I've got to check though.
Cat, are you hungry? We got some really good elk here.
The cat's head appears. It peers around. I'll just catch you later, okay? And she disappears.
Tom is going to smear some elk meat on the orb. There you go.
I picture the cat's head coming out and like cleaning the orb, like licking it.
Licking the inside of it.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't get it. It's on the outside, not the inside.
So is it a 16?
Yeah.
Okay. As you are eating, you notice your plate seems to be sliding around a little bit.
Okay.
whereas nobody else seems to be having this issue. It's like your plate is just not stable.
She will pick it up,
There's a
look
note.
under it. She will grab it and take a look.
As you open the note, it is in a hastily scrawled script. Naturally,
Uh-huh.
it says, "Leave now. Do so quietly."
She will look to the others, then rise, and back into them. Let's go.
Yes, and I'll come over. Look confused.
Come on.
Talon jumps up and follows
Sure
her.
thing, boss.
Yep. No argument,
I need-
because she knows.
I need a
He's already been
stealth.
suspicious of everything.
Stealth check, you said?
Stealth check from everybody who's getting up to move.
Yay!
What if we don't know to be stealthy and we're just
Roll a d20.
That's
cheerfully
fine.
walking on out there?
That is totally fine. Only be
Leander does
stealthy if you're
place a
trying to be
finger to her
stealthy.
lips, but
Tom doesn't understand such complex signals.
15.
27.
Damn. Talon is like the night.
20.
Anybody see where Talon went?
wow, even Leander got a 15.
What did Rowan get?
24.
Wow. Is a 15 the lowest we got?
I think so. What did Yasmin get?
Yaz got 15.
Okay, Leander
Okay.
got 2.
I'm
Tom
sorry.
wasn't trying to be stealthy.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm sorry to
Aw,
say
he's-
that the
he's like,
DC
"Oh,
for
man."
the DC for this was a 16.
Oh,
Aw,
so
uh-oh.
Poor
Whoops.
DM.
So, since Tom was not being stealthy and a couple of you rolled below a 16,
right.
Crap.
I'm taking my plate with me.
I am as well, and we might as well at this point.
Yeah, why not?
Tom's already finished eating.
Talon takes
As
the plate
you-
and leaves the cup because he finished his dwarf piss.
as you take a step closer to the door, you all feel the floor shift beneath you.
Uh-oh.
A few minutes. I keep saying minutes. A couple of seconds later, as you continue stepping forward, you hear a cracking sound beneath you.
Oh no!
The floor all around you, except for the spot right by the bar, falls.
Oh no.
I was close to the bar, so as it falls, could I try to make like a grab for that area?
You could.
And do I see any sign of, like, as I'm trying to do this, what is below us?
No, because all you see is the floor and everybody falling with it.
Well, crap.
Okay, if I want, can I do an acrobatics to try to do the grab?
Go for it.
Or...
I'm trying to decide if I want to
That's
stay
what
with the
comes
bar or
of
not
going
stay
into
with the bar.
strange buildings.
You know,
18.
I almost prepared Featherfall.
Damn it, Tom!
For once.
You said it was fine.
I can't even get out what I wanted to say. For
Yasmin,
once, I didn't want to fall.
Yasmin, you're able to grab the floor right by the bar as you're falling. You are holding onto it with one of your hands.
Is anyone else trying to do this, or they're just...
Nobody else is close enough.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all too
that's
far away.
leaving. All I'm gonna do is snap my fingers and make Atticus disappear. Sorry, buddy.
You all fall into darkness. Yasmin,
And can I see with my dark vision, like, what is there as I try to get myself up to properly
you cannot.
stand?
And just to be clear, there's not much room for you to stand, and you are still hanging by one hand.
Oh, okay, she can't really stand. Is there any, like, any way to the stairs, or is that,
You can make a strength check to try to climb, if you wish.
Okay, I can't make a dex check, can I?
Mm-mm.
It's be a strength check. Alright, well, I guess I'll try it. That's a 5, so nope.
Oh no.
As you reach up and try to grab the bar stool as an anchor, it slips out from beneath your hand, and your other hand slips, and you fall as well.
But she's gonna try to, as she's falling, prepare to, like, a proper roll on landing in case there's something hard underneath.
You guys will plummet through the darkness for a while. It feels like the fall is never ending. And a few minutes later, you find yourselves lying on the ground. You're not taking damage from this fall. It's almost as if you were
Good.
transported to a place. You guys come to on the floor of a room that is almost featureless. The only thing you can find in the room is a door on the opposite side.
Not hurt or anything, right? We're just
Nope.
waking up. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, is I'm slowly gonna get up. Just look around again.
Talon gets up and tries to look around.
Yep.
I'm gonna get up and pull that clown mask out of my bag and put it on.
Okay. Oh, you guys aren't in magical darkness anymore, so but you
I'm
can
just
put it on if you
getting
want.
ready for it. Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm being
I
prepared.
guess Yasmin's gonna start approaching the door, but to in case, look around if there's any signs of traps or magic about the door.
Yeah, do you want to use you can either have investigation or you can use Arcana to investigate this.
I think I'll do Arcana.
Oh, super quick side note: I rolled during our rest for the coin and cut the white side.
Okay, cool. Griff has decided to Google decided to jump in for that. Griff has decided to take up a little bit more of the healer side of stuff, so we tweaked Griff to be a little bit more healy on the white
Nice.
rays.
Yeah,
Thank you,
lose some of my offensive abilities when that coin's on the white side and get some
Yay to that.
other stuff.
That's
Yeah,
a
awesome.
fly.
Thank you.
Disadvantage.
What was it?
A 5, and disadvantage applies.
Okay. You don't spot anything. Leandra, you would spot just with your passive investigation, though. Next to the door is a small slot. Looks big enough to put your hand in.
Hey, Talon, want to stick your hand in there?
Talon shakes his head. Not this time.
Oh, good, because I would have been worried if you'd said yes.
Recent events have made me a little more cautious.
I'm very glad. Okay. I don't know if she still has it. We still have our stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh, yay.
Leandra's going to take the remainder of the elk from her plate
Uh-huh.
and put it in the slot.
Nice.
Okay, you shove the meat in, and nothing appears to happen.
Does it stay there or does it fall?
It does. It stays.
She pulls out the meat and looks
Okay.
at it like, I can't waste you, and then she eats it.
Nice.
I think
Sorry, how big is the slot?
Big enough for a hand.
Juliet.
How does this were you gonna say anything?
I was gonna say, like, I guess she's gonna take a small peep into the hole and see if what kind of mechanism is in there after seeing Leandra go towards it.
It looks as though it continues straight through, and at the end there are 5 slots,
5 hand slots?
like finger slots.
Yeah.
Okay. And can I try to angle it to see, like, is there a knife above those slots, or is it just too hard to see?
From where you're at, you can't see anything like that.
Okay.
It goes in, I don't know, about a good foot before it gets to those finger slots.
Alright.
So yeah, exactly hand-shaped. Uh-huh.
Alexa,
Well,
stop.
I would suggest that we presuppose. Maybe we should assume this is the only way to open the door. So there may be potential that in order for us to get back, we may need to keep this door open, or one of us may need to stay behind here. In the worst case scenario.
Yeah, split the
So
party,
we'll
please.
do that.
We did that and Budrum died.
Exactly.
You guys did that, and Orion died.
Did you guys say there's like a handhole in there?
That's correct.
Oh, I got it.
Handhole with 5
Stick my hand
fingers.
in there.
Okay.
All right.
As you stick your hand in there, your hand fits directly into the slots, and you don't feel
That's a perfect
anything
fit, guys.
immediately. And as you go to pull your hand out, the sides of the slot get tighter around your forearm,
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
It's grabbed me.
and you are unable to move your arm.
Oh no.
We could cut it off and you could grow a new one.
I think maybe there's probably another step before we get to that one.
Oh,
We'll
probably.
try, like, 1 or 2
Is
other
the
things.
door opening, or have we not tried to open it?
You hear a voice. It seems to come from all around you. Oh, so you're awake. Good. This is good. So we're gonna play.
Oh, I know what he looks like. He looks like he's got a white mask with little circles on his cheeks, doesn't he?
Oh, jeez.
What?
I'd like to play a game.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I saw this movie.
I have not seen this movie. What movie is this?
The Saw.
This reference is
Saw.
lost
Son
on me.
of a
Oh.
bitch.
Any Saw movie works for
Any
that one.
Saw movie will
Great.
do. Yes.
At least I know that's a horror movie, so that's a little yikes.
This first step is very simple. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I need you to be honest.
Great.
If you're not honest, then your friend here, who put his hand into an undescript hole, will be receiving pinpricks on each of his fingers. It only
Oh.
takes 3 with the poison that I've got to kill him.
Do we recognize this voice?
You do not.
Well, crap. It was worth a shot.
Now, just because there's no fun in a game if there's no end goal for you, I'll let you know this. If you're not out of this inn by morning, you're here forever, like the bartender and the barmaid.
Yasmin just nods.
And if
Will you ask us individually, or will you ask us collectively with these questions?
I will ask collectively. And if I suspect that you're lying, well, he won't be around anymore.
Fair enough, but I will ask, how do you know if we're telling the truth?
I'm very good at what I do.
She nods.
So how do we, quote, win, unquote?
You win by getting out. That's it.
Alright, let us begin then. She kind of nods to the others.
All right, let's start off easy. What did you do today?
Like
We
all of
mourned
it?
the loss of a friend.
Oh.
I see. And how did you do so?
Using some of your ale.
And how long ago was this friend lost?
Eric, I'm lost on time. Hours ago, I mean, like,
Yes,
Day,
hours.
Oh,
less than a day.
It's been less than a day, yes.
That's what she'll say.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Okay. Right. And where did you bury his body?
We didn't.
Okay. Now you've got my attention. What did you do with it?
Who's carrying the bead, or the marble, or
Me.
whatever?
Griff.
I am.
It looks to
You
Griff.
want it? I'll just pull it out with my free hand.
Yeah.
So he's right here. He's been in my pocket.
Was your friend an ant?
No, he's a marble now. So
He was a dwarf.
Interesting. Okay. Griff, the sides of the handhold release, and you're able to pull your arm out.
hooray! I definitely do that.
I appreciate the honesty. You may pass. Not a single deception roll in that. Nice.
Does the door open? I'm assuming there's a
It is
handle or something on it.
yes, there's a handle.
Right, I'm gonna go open it. I'm gonna put Boodrum back in my pocket. Mask
Okay.
still in place. And I'm gonna go open the door.
All right.
I guess we'll follow, but she'll take a look in the room as he opens it.
Oh,
All right.
but just to clarify, I'm gonna open it and step back so Reals can go first.
Okay.
Tom will go first.
Talon will go right behind Tom.
I assume all of us follow because pretty quickly. At least I'm going behind those two.
Mm-hmm. I'm imagining everybody goes.
Yeah,
Like,
we don't.
let me out, let me out.
No
Um,
lingering.
Griff, as you pass through the door at the end, at the very last bit, the voice says, "You've got very good friends to not let you die."
They've been quite nice, actually.
In this next room, you all see 6 pedestals. Convenient. There are 6 colored orbs sitting on top of the pedestals.
What
got-
colors?
Yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, green.
Okay.
You hear the voice, "Please, take one."
Can I try to look at them to see if there's any magic or traps, sort of like at least from a glance? I can try an Arcana.
Oh, there's definitely magic. I'm not even going to let you roll on that one.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. I imagine it's kind of everywhere.
There is definitely magic.
I'll pick up the yellow one.
I'm
I'll
gonna
pick
go
up the red one.
orange.
Talon takes purple.
Blue, please.
Okay. So, all of you take on different conditions
Oh no.
from holding these
Oh
orbs.
no.
You are not able to drop the orb. And I'm going to email all of you separately so you know what your condition is.
I
voice.
bet yes, but we'll see if I'm right.
The voice comes out again and says, "All right, this one's very simple. Guess what's wrong with your friends, and they can drop the orb. All of you drop the orbs, and you can go to the next room. Now, you should all know each other well enough by now to get this done, right? Right. So,
And here I thought it was a spectrum test. Ah, well.
I love this
All right.
improv game.
let the games begin." You guys may confer with each other with your new affectations. If anybody didn't get theirs, let me know.
Can we still move while holding the orbs?
Yes, you can still move. You just can't put
confused,
the orb
boys.
down.
This game makes no sense.
Everything's been a nightmare. I mean, since going to Rose Lake, everything's just been horrible. I mean, we fought creatures and out of paintings. We fought ghost children. Budrum died.
Do you have a case of depression and pessimism, Talon?
Oh wow! I guess I didn't hide that one very well.
Well, you're not really supposed to, are you? I mean,
Talon, you're able to put your orb down.
that was easy.
Oh dear, I would wish for some beer right now, Tom will say to his water skin, and then just start drinking from it.
I think Yasmin's gonna like look to Tom and she's gonna like walk over to him and somewhat kind of gently move his arm like with the water skin. Now it's there. Everything will be fine. It's all fine, right?
I thought you didn't like alcohol, Tom.
Can't talk right now, I'm drinking.
I'm sorry. She kind of blinks.
Tom will pause drinking again and then say sorry, and then get back to drinking.
She'll take a step back and kind of bow and then look to Griff and start to walking over to him. And, "Are you alright?" She kind
You
of
have a drinking problem, Tom?
nods her head.
I
I seem to be very good at drinking.
I don't know about Mr. Addiction over there, but I feel fine.
Are you, drunk?
Well, just because I've been drinking a lot of beer. Do you have any water? I did the math, and
No, sorry.
this produces the most amount of liquids through beer, but if you have any water, I'd appreciate that too.
Thirsty, Tom. Fish needs water.
I shall go to give
guys-
him her water skin.
I thought when we did this, like something happened. Isn't something supposed to happen?
It's all very sinister.
Griff didn't
when I
answer
looked at it when the cough
exactly,
is heard,
but can I put down the orb?
Nope.
We're on the right track.
Sorry, who gave me their water skin?
Yasmin did.
I will thank you for that and just double fist it, drinking beer and water at the same time.
I shall step back and bounce. No problem.
Tom has an unquenchable thirst.
Tom, you can put your orb down.
There you go.
Hey!
Sorry
Whoever-
for drinking all your water, Yasmin. Here, let me fill it up with beer from my magic.
Oh, thank you. She kind of blushes a bit and smiles at that, yields a bit. That's kind of you. You don't
Whoever
need to do
said
that
never
every
look a
time.
gift horse in the mouth
And I'm gonna go to.
was wrong.
Do you have a cough? Are you sick? Are you alright?
She's
gonna
turning into a
walk
horse.
over and then kind of like. Do you need healing?
No. I like
You sound like you're losing your voice. You okay?
I like spiders and snakes.
You sure there's nothing I can do? She kind of blinks, looking up and down. Can I try a medicine check to see?
If you want to, you could.
Sure.
Seashells down by the seashore.
18.
Nothing is physically wrong with her.
Are you allergic to something in this room? Are you allergic to red or yellow or whatever color that is?
Oh, sorry. Like Yasmin immediately scoots back. Like
You're contagious. You're...
Griff, are you fine?
I'm fine. I feel fine.
Did you get a dud orb?
Griff's in denial.
Everything's the same as.
Griff's delusional.
well, aren't we all now? She kind of
Leander,
smiles.
is your tongue stuck in your throat?
No.
You.
Did you swallow a hairball?
No.
You're sad about something. Angry. You're turning into a snake. You're Voldemort.
You have
Awful
multiple
mouth.
animal personalities?
We'll never get out of here. These are strange times.
Tom was so much easier.
Yes. Yes.
I think Yasmin's just gonna go to Griffin, kind of. She's gonna, I guess, take a seat next to him.
Yasmin, you're being very friendly. Almost as friendly as me.
Yasmin's too friendly?
I think she looks at everyone like says, "Isn't that just how I normally am?" Sorry. She kind of does like a scrunched up face.
She's always had an interest in Griff.
Yeah, but she gave me her water skin right away and was helping me.
Well, that's what anyone else would do, really. She kind of
Oh my god,
shrugs.
we're fighting with Yasmin now.
She's too helpful.
It's like you're
Yasmin's too kind.
suspicious.
I'm sorry, what? She kind of does a double take. Oh, do you not want me to help? I'm sorry, she kind of looks a bit flustered.
You've done
No,
a complete 180.
I think we're saying something about your bird. Shut out.
Leander,
amazing.
can you go through the alphabet for us?
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R T U V W X.
You can't say the letter S?
Leandro,
That's
you
right,
can put
yes.
your orb down.
Nice.
I was so puzzled by that.
Like, what is going on?
I will say you guys have gotten very close with Griff and Yasmin so far.
Who else left? Ryan.
Griff, Yasmin, and Rowan.
Okay.
Totally out of
Rowan.
character and totally kidding. Yasmin's not standoffish and a bitch.
Is she normally
She's
like that?
very outgoing now.
I'm just throwing out things.
What's weird?
So
Rowan, how's it going over there?
that's what I was saying.
Doing alright, really.
You haven't really said much.
You sad about something?
Aye, a bit.
What about?
What's wrong?
Well, I mean, we're all sad about the whole Boojum thing. And, well, that in general. And plus being stuck in here.
Is being stuck somewhere a problem for you?
Claustrophobic?
You could say that. Sometimes. Yeah, I'm going up.
It'd be nice if you, just not egg her on like that. She kind of like clears her throat a bit, like.
Can we pass by saying we're all out of character?
I'm sure even the drama professor would not be pleased with that. At least from my experience, she kind of says with a shrug. Well, does anyone need anything else at the moment? She kind of goes to where her water skin was.
Griff isn't in his right mind.
But I'm fine. Honestly, I feel fine.
I still say Griff is
This thing
delusional.
stuck to me.
Griff, are you just pretending to be fine?
I am. Look, we'll pick these up.
He's over
wish I was being
positive.
I'm always positive. Except for when assassins are trying to kill us. But,
That was a reasonable conclusion for me.
Griff doesn't know what's wrong with him.
I mean, that's true in general, but...
There's nothing wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with him.
Griff, you can put your orb down.
I figured that couldn't have been it. There
Talent.
had to be more to it because it was too obvious.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought that would
trying.
be the
I'm just
last
not.
one.
I'm just not sure how good I'm coming across, but I'm attempting because this is fun and interesting and ridiculous and crazy.
Yasmin wants to please everybody.
She's very carefree all of a sudden.
She kind of looks at him, Griff for a moment and says, "Am I not? I don't mean to be too stiff or anything. I don't."
I'm not saying that you're not carefree in general, but you did stare at that corpse back in that cave for like a long time.
Yeah.
Yasmin, can you give me a whole bunch of gold to open a tavern?
I wouldn't mind, but I suppose it's a question of how much you want. It's a lovely offer, but more specifics would be appreciated, but it would be nice to open a business venture with you, yes.
Yasmin is suddenly charitable.
People pleaser.
Or generous?
You guys keep dancing right around it.
Overly
Oh,
caring,
man.
trusting.
Eager to please? Rowan, you haven't said much. Are you quiet?
Rowan, you can put your orb down.
Yes.
Rowan is shy.
I'm like,
The,
I'm
the first thing I
fine.
was thinking was mute, but then you talked, so I knew it wasn't that.
Yeah, the thing where she's quiet and she has to agree with like whatever people say, and people are asking her questions, and I'm like, wait,
Yasmin is
You-
helpful.
You guys are getting so close with Yasmin. I just want you to be a little bit closer.
She wants to please everybody in the party.
Yasmin wants to make friends.
Yasmin
Well, you're
wants
all
to
my
be
friends, aren't
liked.
you?
I'm glad I wasn't the last one.
You guys can
I'm
interact
trying
as
to
well.
think of what we haven't done / said already.
Yasmin is nice.
Yasmin is.
Yasmin, are you being self-conscious right now?
I wouldn't say so, no. It's fairly self-conscious regardless, but... Oh, wouldn't say it's more than usual, no. But thank you for the consideration.
Oh, the subtle hints.
Yasmin is trying too hard.
Yasmin is considerate.
Well, that's just a noble's job, isn't it now?
Yeah.
You're being noble.
Polite.
Yasmin, you can put your orb down.
Yes.
Yes!
There you go.
Yay.
Put it down.
Boy, it took us that long to get to
Yeah.
polite.
I did it
I was
obvious.
trying to think. I could not think of. I would have never thought of that word. I don't think.
No, me neither. I thought nice, friendly would have covered it, but.
Unfortunately, Yasmin, that suggests that all these things we said about you. Never mind.
It's okay because all of the guesses are like delusional. He's out of his right mind.
I think the reason we
At
had
least
so
we
much
didn't
trouble
turn
with
on
that
each
is-
other and try to beat each other to death with these orbs. I think I could have done worse. Up, down, and is there another doorway from out here?
Yes, there is another door in the room. Congratulations.
Why, thank you. And a small bow just currently.
What's he gonna do next?
Isn't that the question?
It is indeed.
Tom walks through the door.
Me too.
Yep.
Yeah, we might as well not stay here.
I'm putting that orb in my pocket though.
Can it even fit in your pocket?
I don't know.
If you try to pick up the orb again, it's not going to come off of the pedestal.
Aw.
Okay.
So, are you opening the door?
Yep.
Okay. As you open the door, you can see nothing in the next room. Griff, you're still wearing a clown mask, so you can see into the room.
Oh man.
Sweet.
Did Yasmin have devil sight?
Yes.
Yasmin, you can see into the room.
Sweet.
Just ahead of you, you see a very large dining table with a bunch of empty seats.
Dining table with empty seats.
Let me guess,
She
there's
kind of
6.
modestly says,
There are not 6. There are a good number of seats.
Ah, is this perhaps like a painting of a feast for kings, or a dinner among gods? With plays and...
The rest of us can't see the table.
Nope, it's in magical darkness.
Tom is gonna feel around with his bow in front of him.
Okay, you're stepping through into the room.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Leander will use her club as a cane.
Nice.
That's
I'll
thinking
walk
like a
on, too.
blind person.
Yes.
I'll just kind of hook onto somebody because,
As Leandra's hunched over trying to use
Sure.
the
So you can hook onto me and it'll be the blind leading the blind. Come on.
nice.
As you all step into the next room, the door shuts behind you,
Oh, great.
and all around you, you hear, "Great. Welcome to the dinner party."
Are we dressed appropriately? I got fancy clothes if you want to change.
The lights come on, and seated at the table are a bunch of men. They all look the same. They all have the same facial features, but they're dressed differently. And different features around the table are slightly different. Let me adjust this volume a little bit down.
What shape is the table?
Long rectangle.
Okay. So I won't make
And the chairs are all the same in terms of size?
What's that?
Are the chairs all the same size?
They are.
I'm gonna roll to see if I notice everybody acting weird. Has anybody said something about it being dark yet?
It is not dark anymore. As soon as he started
Oh, okay,
talking,
nice.
all the lights came on, and you
Perfect.
guys could all see the room.
Okay.
Yay.
I think Yasmin will change, like, what the look of her, dressed to be more like a formal evening dinner gown almost, kind of a bit of a black cocktail dress almost.
Okay. Your goal is to find Wesley. The right Wesley.
Okay, why does that name sound familiar? I know this name from
Princess
somewhere.
Bride.
That's it. I'm like, where do I know this name?
What was it from?
I said Princess Bride. I have no idea
Oh.
where
Yeah, I know,
Eric
right?
I
got it
think it's
from,
also
but-
from Star Trek.
Oh yes, that too. But I usually there used to be a news group called Wesley Crusher die. So there were people who were not fans of him.
I know the Princess Bride reference.
Then I suppose Yasmin being noble's gonna like step around the table, look for particular if there's any indication of name or what's the word? Part of noble tables is like, okay, you have the head of this house sat at this table, that type of rhetoric. And
Sure.
she's also gonna ask in the room, are we allowed to ask questions or do we simply have everything at the table to go by?
You have everything at the table to go by, and a few hints if you can find them.
Is there
Understood.
anything on the table?
There is. So, seated in front of each man, again, all of them look exactly the same physically, but they all are wearing different clothing. So, there are different professional clothing types. So, there's like a judge version of this man, there is like a guard or a man of the wilds. I don't know what you would call that. There's even a pirate.
Rowan.
Seated in front. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I think we should check their underwears. They'll probably have their name written down there, just in case they get lost.
I'll let you do that if you'd like to get that intimately involved with them, but I'm not.
Tom's adorable.
Tom's gonna try and check the waistbands.
Okay, I'll tell you when we get there. Seated in front of all of the people is a plate. There is cutlery on either side. A wine glass that in front of all of them is currently empty. And in the center of the table is a covered. I'm over here drawing in the air a circle, and I can't think of what it's called.
Like plates?
platter?
Lazy Susan?
It's not. It's like a platter. Yeah, I think it's like a platter with like the silver dome covering.
Okay.
Then I think is there a wine glass on the table?
It-
Like a wine bottle, sorry?
There is not.
Okay. And under the table, she's gonna look around. Is there anything strange about under the table? Or anything that seems out of place?
Beneath the table, near the center of the table, you do see something pinned.
I think she'll be careful and try to reach to look at that.
Okay. As you crawl under the table, you notice that there is this piece of paper kind of pinned to the top of to the underside of the table.
And can she try to take it and then read it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Give me just a second. All right. The paper says, always elevated and dressed to the nines, but he doesn't pull his hair out at parties.
Sorry, always dressed to the nines. He doesn't pull his hair out at parties?
Yes.
Alright. So I think she's going to take the note off. And then she's going to look. The height of the men are the same?
Yes.
Okay. And she's going to open up the... Actually, she's going to look under the chairs first, if there's anything there.
So you want to walk around to each of the chairs?
Yes, look
Okay.
around the outside of them and underneath them.
Okay, so this will take you a
Inside
little bit of
something.
time to go around to each of
Okay.
them.
Okay.
And I'll let you know what you find.
Okay. And I
Leanne?
think she's going to read out the note as she's walking.
So everybody else knows what you
Yep.
sound.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. What's Leandra doing?
Leander's gonna uncover that tray.
Okay. As you pull the lid off of the tray, food appears on each of the plates. And there is a note inside of the tray.
What does the note say? And she will just read it to everybody.
Cool.
He has a hard time when he goes out to eat. He prefers the leaves and trees.
And what's on their plates?
Various different styles of food. Some have dishes of meat, some have salads, etc., etc.
So who has salad?
There is the pirate who has a salad. There is a man sitting with a top hat on. There is another man sitting with a top hat on, but he has like these judge's furls around his neck. There's a second pirate. This one is wearing a monocle. And a third man with a top hat on. And this one is wearing a bright blue suit. And those ones all have salad.
Well, she'll walk around, and I know it'll take a second, but she's gonna pull the top hats off of people.
Okay. As you try to reach out to the top hats, your hand goes directly through them.
On all cases.
Yasmin, as you continue around, you find another letter pinned underneath one of the chairs.
Okay. She'll take it and read it to everyone.
Morals are difficult with blurry lines and edges. He deals with these daily if he's forgetful in the morning.
He deals with these early sorry?
He deals with these daily if he is forgetful in the morning.
You said most difficult with blurry lines and edges, yes?
Yes, morals are difficult with blurry lines and edges. He deals with these daily if he is forgetful in the morning.
And on the plates, are there any particular game, like pig or deer or anything?
It's various different types.
Okay.
You being a noble would probably be able to spot a few different kinds. You do see rabbit on some plates. You see the same kind of elk that you had earlier. And of course you see some bear.
Then I think she looks the other and says, perhaps it best be to confirm this may not be a trick question, if it be one of the animals that are on the plates. She kind of offers.
Are there any animals that have to worry about things in the morning?
I don't. What does the judge have in front of him?
Judge
Didn't say
has salad.
Yeah, okay. Because that judges have to deal with morals and morality.
Mhm.
I don't know.
This is true. The main consideration I was thinking was if it was the rabbit, but we gave more of a clear hint than that, I would say.
But why does he have to worry about them if he doesn't, if he's forgetful in the morning?
I don't know.
Because he's drunk.
Right. Yeah.
Yasmin's gonna see if there's anything in their pockets, or if it's possible to reach in their pockets, if they have like a pocket lapel or something.
As you reach into their pockets, your hand goes directly through them.
Okay.
Leandra will start picking up plates if she can and see if there's anything under them.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I will help Leandra with that. For each of us starting
Okay.
on one end of the table.
Yep. Get it done quicker.
Yep.
Leandra, as you are moving down one side of the table, you find another piece of paper beneath the plate.
Okay. What does it say?
He doesn't like the burn or the way it makes him sway. He prefers the compromise.
Sorry, could you say that again?
He doesn't like the burn or the way it makes him sway. He prefers the compromise.
So he's not an alcoholic.
As Griff says this out loud, you see the glasses in front of you start to fill with wine. A few people don't have full glasses in front of them. And
Who does-
amongst the ones who do not, you have the three men with top hats, the one wearing the blue suit, the one that is vaguely dressed like a judge, and the one wearing the black suit that has the monocle.
Okay. Hey, mysterious jerk voice. How many guesses do we get?
One, of course.
I see.
And how many of those people, the three, it's only 3 men by that alcohol, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, how many of them have salad versus something to need?
They all have salad in front of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. How many of them are clean shaven?
Ah, hold on. So,
The judge is not clean shaven. The other two are.
Okay.
perhaps she blinks. Is there any sign of glasses, or is it just the monocle?
The monocle is the only one.
And can I tell if there's anything different about his eyes, or if one of his pupils seems like worse for wear?
Yeah, he's definitely wearing the monocle. The monocle eye clearly has a prescription in it.
I think she'll point to the monocle and says, Perhaps with the line about Moors that maybe the division, he has to deal with these blurred lines and
Yeah.
if he cannot see and forgets to put it on, or forgets to clean it.
Possibly.
I'm willing to go with that.
Well, if we can try to narrow it down further, that might be best. Elevate it just to the 9s might be the best. Again, she's gonna try to look it over what each of them are wearing.
So the three that you are looking at, one of them looks like a judge, is wearing judge's robes, has like the judge's furl and a top hat. One is wearing a bright blue suit, also has the top hat. And one is wearing a black suit, top hat, and monocle.
Can we see the size?
I'm sorry?
Can we see the size on the suit? I was gonna see if any of them were size 9.
Nice.
You're smarter than me. No.
Okay.
That would have been cool if I had thought of it.
That would
So
have been
is
awesome.
the judge, here's the question, is the judge hair thing like a wig? Does it seem like it could be taken off?
You can't really see his hair beneath his top hat. Like, you can kind of see the sides of his hair. But no.
So whose hair can't we see?
None of them. I mean, you can't see the top of any of their hair. They're all wearing the top hats, so you can see the sides of
Right.
their head and the back of their heads. But that's about it.
That's it.
And they all
Okay.
look pretty identical, aside from their clothing and the monocle. And the clean-shaven judge. Or, sorry, the furry judge and the clean-shaven other two.
The main thing that's on my mind is they do not pull their hair out at parties. If we were to take that literally,
Well, maybe that's why they're all wearing top hats.
indeed, but... Sorry, what was the description about who was cleanly shaven versus not?
The two men in the fine suits are both clean-shaven. The man who's wearing the judge's outfit is not.
Then I'm gonna point to the judges. If they don't have to pull their hair out at parties, they don't have to shave, perhaps. That eliminates 2 of them, compared to the monocle answer, which is a lead but doesn't eliminate the others. Well, one of those 2 I think might be the one. Unless we're missing something.
I honestly think you had the right of it, and that it's monocle guy. But what does everybody else
Possibly.
think?
That's what I was thinking too.
I think he's got a point with pulling his hair out at parties. Dressed to the nines also means kind of flamboyantly, so it could be the colorful suit.
Could be. It's true.
That's true. Perfection, noblism, where the judge is wearing an attire more for work. So that is a further point to the monocle man.
Yasmin, would you roll me a straight intelligence roll, please?
Okay. With proficiency or no?
Do you... No, we'll just do a flat.
4.
Oh no.
Shit. Not much coming to you.
Damn it. But she has position.
Leandra, though, might have the ability to figure this out, being a noble.
Nice.
You want a straight intelligence roll?
Yep.
Alexa, roll 1d20. +1 is 16.
Nice.
Leandra, light bulb comes on. The word hair is a homonym.
Rabbits.
Ah! So go back to the guy with the rabbit in front of him.
No, but he doesn't pull his hair out at parties.
He doesn't pull his hair out at parties. Huh. Okay, so it's not him.
Yeah, the whole non-meat eating thing I think was a big thing.
Right,
Yeah.
but then we haven't eliminated anybody here
True.
because the 3 vegetarians. Hmm.
They could have a rabbit under their top hat, like a magician.
She will stand in front of the top-hatted gentleman. Do you talk?
They are moving their mouths as if they're speaking to each other, but you can't hear them.
She has lip reading. That comes with observed friend.
Nice. And Eric's like, darn it.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Go ahead and tell me which one you want to look at.
Let's look at the judge.
The judge is not saying much. He looks pretty stoic. Here and there, he kind of looks up as if he's moves his mouth slightly. You can kind of tell he's like kind of grunting, just like meh. And that's about it. And then at some point he says, "There's always so much buffoonery at these kinds of things."
How about there's a guy in a how about the black suited, the judge, or the monocle guy?
Okay. He is going on and on about how excited he is to be at this party. He fully disagrees with the judge, and is just excited to be here.
And she will translate for the others.
So I'm gonna point to the one in the blue suit then.
Yep. What's he saying?
He agrees, and he looks down at his suit every once in a while, and he's looking like he's looking for spots. See where he might have spilled some of his salad.
So who does he agree with, sorry?
He agrees with the man in the black suit.
He's glad to be here.
Mm-hmm. I promise you have all the pieces you need.
Yeah, I'm like so I'm like I just don't want to pick the wrong thing.
Eric, can you read off the clues again?
I was gonna say, can we go over all of them like all at once, and then maybe something will click?
Okay, give me a second. He often has a hard time when he goes out to eat. He prefers the leaves and the trees.
Okay.
Morals are difficult with blurry lines and edges. He deals with these daily if he's forgetful in the morning. I can read that whole thing back if I need to. Sorry.
I think we've got it.
Then always elevated, dressed to the nines. He doesn't pull his hair out at parties.
Right.
And he doesn't like the burn.
Right.
Although it makes him sway. He prefers the compromise.
Yes.
Is any of them swaying in motion or anything like that, or they haven't?
None of them, no. Did
Okay.
you guys catch those last two?
I think so.
Okay.
If he doesn't like the burn, he likes the compromise. I would say that's not the judge, because he's sitting here saying, you know, there's always such buffoonery here. That doesn't seem like a compromising.
Here's a question. Can we tell by the color of the wine if any of them are non-alcoholic? Or is there like a dip a finger in there?
The three that you were looking at, none of them have wine in them.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how we got here. So I'm prepared that it's blue suit or black suit.
Or how do we eliminate based on those two?
I honestly think it's that monocle.
Could be. That's our biggest clue, I think.
The judge just seem that compromising, but
Analysis
Jesse?
paralysis, I see.
Is our monocle guy the one in the more is that the blue or the black?
Black.
Black.
Oh, well, crap. That went my idea.
And I mean, dressed to the nines could mean all kinds of.
True.
It just means well turned out, really. I mean, it could be either of these guys.
I wonder what the meaning of hair is. Is there anything we can miss from that?
Do either of them have like rabbits on them in any way?
They do not.
Okay.
Oh, darn it.
A quick look around the table again, though, you do notice that these are the three wearing top hats. There are a couple wearing pirate hats, a couple wearing like bowler hats, chef hats, different hats, hats galore.
More hats than TF2.
What'd you say?
Oh, more hats than TF2.
Uh-huh.
I think the monocle guy is the closest we can get.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're completely off base.
Well, if we're wrong, we'll just have more adventures trying to get out of this next week or figure
That's
out we're gonna
right.
get out of an inn that we're all stuck
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Try and make her official guess then. She's gonna look through the orders.
I'm willing to go with that.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, sure. What's the worst that could happen?
I know, right?
She'll make her official, their official guess.
Great. The lights go out. Everything goes black. They come back on. Everybody at the table is gone, and you see at the door at the opposite of the room. Well, I guess you hear rather an audible click.
Yes! Yay! Yay! I have a feeling we made that way too hard on ourselves.
You guys had it right as soon as you figured out the monocle. You had it.
Yeah, we should.
Well, I thought so,
guessed
but
right
then
there.
I'm like, well, no, that's like too obvious, and I thought you were trying to make it harder on us.
So very quickly, because we need to end very soon. You guys walk into the next room, I'm assuming, and
Yep.
Yes.
oh, who did we lose?
Who did we lose?
I don't know.
Out here.
Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse.
I don't see him in the chat.
Oh no. Yeah, I think we lost Jesse.
Oh no.
Well, we're ending anyways. So, as you guys step into the next room, hey,
There he
he's
is.
back.
Yay.
Come there.
Okay. Stepping into the next room, it is a blank, featureless room. The door shuts behind you as you step in, and it begins to sink into the ground rather quickly.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
The door sinks into the ground?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant the floor was
Yeah, I
off.
thought you meant the whole.
Nope. Just the door, like the wall that the door is on, is moving downward.
Ah.
And so soon we're gonna have just blank wall, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
In
Tom's
fact,
gonna
it is
take
blank.
Tom's crowbar and
Well, crap.
Sorry. It is very fast.
Oh.
Welcome
What were you
to the
saying,
final
Tom?
room. Oh, he was saying he was going to pull out his crowbar, but
Oh.
yeah. Welcome to the final room. So, I don't want to let you go. Sorry, you couldn't have won this game.
Aw, you're so sweet. But we do kind of need to go.
So I'm going to kill you now. I hope you all enjoyed your time at the Neon Moon Inn. The floor in the center of the room begins to open up. It starts to crumble from the center outward toward the perimeter.
Can we see what's in the What's down below?
Yeah, as you look down there, you see a bed of spikes.
Yikes.
Oh.
Is there
How
anything-
well lit is this room?
Sorry?
Is it bright in this room? Is it all lit up?
It is.
Okay. Plotting and scheming.
You guys are in a timed event. Next week, when you come back.